So One Piece has been the absolute talk of the town over the last few weeks, with the show absolutely smashing all the Netflix charts and all round just being an absolute smash hit of a show. And I've already done multiple videos on One Piece, but this one's going to be slightly different, as this one's going to be specifically about the cast and how the cast was able to lead to this show's success and how the cast really exposed the problems that Disney's facing and a lot of Hollywood right now. But before we continue on with the rest of today's video, I do want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Bloodline Heroes of Lythus. This is a hero collector fantasy RPG with a 3D art style in which you can build your kingdom and collect champions to defend it and the world. And the best part is it's absolutely free to download, so you can download it with the link below in my description or scan the QR code if you're watching on a PC. The game currently has over 4,000 champion hybrid options for you to create by marrying bloodlines, and by them introducing new bloodlines every fortnight, the fun of creating new hybrid combinations never ends. Of course, there are a huge variety between each of the different bloodlines, so you can carefully choose which bloodline you'll ally yourself with. Check out the newest bloodline, Tide Raisers, who are powerful demigods that originated from the fiercest seas. Now, my favorite clan is the vampire known as the Cursed Develer. They became vampires through a ritual that cursed them with an insatiable thirst for blood. Highlighting one of the game's most impressive champions, the Lionstone, one of the tank's champions, takes the spotlight. Now take a look at her latest skin. So if you do want to download the game for free on both iOS or Android, you can hit the link in my description or scan the QR code. Bloodline's also thrown in a special starter pack worth $20. Now that starter pack includes 1 summoning crystal, 100,000 gold, and 100 diamonds. And the first 30 players who leave their account ID and username in the pinned comment section below will receive a free Legendary Female Succubus Champion, the Luxuriant, one of the best mages to carry you throughout the game. But without further ado, let's get back to the video. Because it seems today in Hollywood, and especially from Disney, we seem to have lost a lot of the fun that used to come with the movie industry, and seem to have lost a lot of the enjoyment and the fandom that comes with Hollywood as a whole. Because nowadays, everything seems so serious, and even when it comes to promo for movies or promos for TV shows, they somehow make it about serious topics all of the time.
A very woman-centered world, which I was very excited to kind of be that, because I feel like Star Wars is very like patriarchal.
And they seem to always refer to how their show battles political topics or battles serious topics or makes a difference in the world or can teach you something about society. And while that's all well and good, I really do miss the days that it would be a lot more fun and that they would also talk about the fandom of a show and not just how serious it is politically. And what we're also seeing countless times nowadays is where the cast of the modern remake attacks the original source material, or they go out and attack the original film that they're remaking in order to build up their film now.
I just mean that it's no longer 1937.
And I don't know if they're doing it on purpose, but it looks as if it's coming from a place of nastiness, and it looks as if they're saying, look how bad this old show is, or look how bad the source material is, and look how good we are that we're making a difference in this world and changing the source material. And while I don't know if they mean it, it definitely comes across as nasty, and also it just ruins the whole mood around a show or a film because no one's really happy talking about it, or it becomes really politically divisive, or it just angers the fan base to a point where they don't even want to support or watch the show. And that's my least favorite part about cinema. My favorite part is the fact that we can actually be happy, the fact that we can band together as fans and enjoy a series or enjoy a movie. That's what I love the most about Hollywood fandom. That's what I love the most about cinema and Hollywood as a whole. And it seems that we've lost that up until One Piece, because this is the most fun I've had watching a show and watching cast interviews in a long time. Because the One Piece cast have kept it so much about the fans, so much about honoring the source material.
We want to honor the fans of One Piece and Ichiro Oda.
And kept it so fun as well when they talk about the show.
But if there is one thing that One Piece has taught me, is that even when the stakes are high, you gotta find a way to have fun and enjoy it.
And One Piece tackles serious topics. One Piece definitely tackles some political issues that we face today. However, they don't do it from a place of nastiness, and the cast aren't constantly dwelling on about it. They also keep it lighthearted and keep it fun, and just show how much enjoyment they had filming this series. And it really reminds me of the early days of Stranger Things, where you would see the cast interviews or you would watch the show, and you were just having so much fun being a fan of this series, and I think that really led to a lot of the big success that came with Stranger Things, and I can see that happening with One Piece. I can see that the way that these cast members have been talking about the show, the way that they keep it about the fans, the way that they keep it lighthearted and fun, has led to this show being wildly successful, because people can feel like they're getting a break from reality, and they can feel like they're getting a break from all of their stresses within their life, and they're able to just have fun, relax their mind, and enjoy a show. And that really is something so important that Hollywood has always offered us, and I think One Piece has brought that back. And I think this is being forgotten by so many cast members, so many creatives, and so many big studios in Hollywood right now, because it really is the best marketing strategy. Because if you can make people feel like they're having a good time watching the show or investing as a fan into the series, into the cast members, then they're going to come back and want more. They're going to rewatch the series. They're going to ask for a second season. They're going to support anything that you put out around this show because they're having such a good time and they just want to keep having fun and keep investing into this show that they love. Because being serious and political can be good, but you have to balance it out with some enjoyment. It can't always be such doom and gloom, because at the end of the day, Hollywood and stories as a whole have to entertain you and also have to give you some hope for the future. They can't always be negative and always be down in the dumps about serious political issues. And like I said, One Piece is able to balance this really well. As the show tackles serious issues, the show really gets serious at times, however it's also really fun, and the cast members have kept it that way, and I think that's led to this show being so successful. And it definitely sets the example for the balance that we need to have in Hollywood and the balance that needs to be within these shows. And I really do think we're witnessing the start of a new Stranger Things for Netflix, because I can see One Piece having this huge fandom and them asking for a second season and a third season, and this spanning over the next 2, 3, or 4 years and developing a huge fan base and really impacting pop culture. I mean, we already see it happening now, and I'm honestly so excited to see the way in which this series will grow, the way that it will attract more fans to go back and watch the anime and invest in this story. I really see something big happening for Netflix here, and a lot of that is due to the fact that they've kept it fun and also really honored the source material, so I think Netflix needs to be congratulated, and so do these cast members. And it may also result in a change in Hollywood for the better, where things start becoming more fun again, things start becoming more entertaining and less serious, because yes, seriousness is important, but it needs to be balanced out, and we seem to be losing that balance as of late. But I do think a hit show like One Piece will set an example for other people out there to see that it's important to also bring some fun. It's important to not forget the entertainment value that you need to provide in Hollywood, and they're going to get back to making that the focus again, and that could really result in some great shows and some great movies coming out from various studios in the future, because they've taken the example of what One Piece has set and they're going to run with it. And honestly, I'm super excited to see if that's the case, because I haven't had this much fun watching a show or this much fun getting invested into Hollywood since maybe 2018 or 2019. I feel like since then, things have started getting really political, really serious, and like I said, that's a good thing. However, you need to balance it out with some entertainment. You need to balance it out with some fun, and I'm so glad that we're getting that back now, and so much of that is due to the One Piece cast bringing it back. But what are your thoughts on One Piece? Let me know down below in the comments. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all on my next video.